For assignment one, you were asked to select a controversial topic from a list and present your point of view on this topic. Over the next few weeks, you will continue your research and expand on your writing by finding one article in support of your position and one article opposing your position to this topic. This video shows you how to complete this process. In order to complete this process, you will need to go to a specific database in the National American Online Library. You can get to the online library by clicking the online library link on the homepage of D2L or from the within any of your courses. Once you click on the online library link, you will select the Databases and Online Resources tab. And then because we are asking you to select a specific topic, you will click on Databases by title. Then you will click on the letter P, and you will scroll to Points of View Reference Source. Your topics were selected from the topics in this database. So as you scroll down, you will see the overall categories where your topics came from. For example, voter registration, if that was one of the topics, would be under possibly citizen rights or civics and government, or it could be under voting. Sorry, scroll to that, under voting and election. So you can click on those pictures to see if your topic is under those topics, or you can simply click on all debate topics, which then brings up everything that this database has. And again, your list of topics were selected from these, so you should be able to see your topic as one of the topics listed here. So again, let's say that voting or anything that has to do with voting was one of your topics. For example, let's say your topic was voter identification laws. So you will click on that. And once you click on that, you would get an overview of your topic. Then you get some more related sources. You would get an article that again gives you an overview of the topic. Then you will get one article in support of that position and one counter to that position. So for example, this one says voter identification laws encourage voter suppression, right? Okay. So that means that we don't like voter identification if that's your position, okay? And this tells us why it's not a good idea. But then this one is the counter to that. It explains why we need voter identification to prevent fraud. So it's very clear and straightforward. Once you find your article, all you need to do is scroll down and you will see point, which is in support of that position, and counterpoint. Okay. Let's try one more. I'm going to go back. Let's say that mandatory health insurance, for example, it was one of your topic. Okay. So I'm going to go up. And again, it's much easier to look under by clicking on the topics instead of clicking on the pictures, because then the exact links would be here. So right here, we have mandatory health insurance. Okay. So overview, and then the related items are, again, point as in support of mandatory health insurance and in opposed to. Now, you may be the other way around. You may like that, you may not want the mandatory health insurance, in which case this is your point and this will be your counterpoint. So be careful with that, okay? Just because they think that, so these are given in relation to the overall general topic, okay? So that people can see, those of us who are researching the database can see the pros and cons, okay? What doesn't mean that what they present as pros is what you agree with, or what they present as cons is what you agree with. So it might be the opposite. So be careful with that, but you can clearly see that it's very simple and straightforward. You definitely have an overview of the topic, and you have an article with with the advantages or pros and cons, or in support of that position, one in opposed to that position. Very quickly, I'm going to click and on the article. So all you need to do is click on read more, and then you will see the article. Okay. If you have any questions, reach out to your instructor, or you can reach out to the online librarian through the ask through the online librarian email. I will show you where that is. You will click on that. It is on the homepage of the online library. If you scroll down, okay, you can just click on Ask a Librarian, and you send that would send me, I am the librarian, your question, and I can help you with that.